6. Let's glance at the SPY. We're kind of hanging out at the upper end of this channel, so we'll see if we're going to break out soon. Who knows? As long as we're not tanking, we can go ahead and just build a watch list as normal. So I'm going to start with Weight Watchers. This thing made a huge move. WTW made a huge move yesterday, and then today kind of whittled away at a good chunk of that move, but found buyers in the afternoon. I want to watch this one for potential move higher. Usually these things need to come in a couple, 2 or 3 days, but I'm going to go ahead and start watching it tomorrow. Dry ships, now this is, I have to zoom way in so you can even make heads or tails out of it. But you've got what, 1, 2, 3, 5, 5 red days in a row and pretty good volume today, higher than the last 10 days or so. This, I hate to call it capitulation, but I think it's worth starting to watch this as a potential bounce play, all right? It is really beaten up, and one of these days it may catch a bid, and it may be tomorrow. Who knows? It's not like I'm going to jump in it at the open. It's going to have to meet my intraday parameters. But let's keep an eye on dry ships tomorrow. I think it might be ready to bounce. We'll have to watch it and see. It's not like I'm in love with that chart, by the way. EBIO kind of broke out of it. You can picture like a trend line right here that got broken yesterday, and then today on a little bit lower volume gave back some of this 2-day run. Might be ready to just turn right back up tomorrow. So I like this one for potential long. EVOK had the gap up yesterday, popped, but then sold off closing near its lows, gapped up a little bit today, and then sold off again. But this was an inside day. So if this gets maybe one potential catalyst would be back up through 3, knowing that that might get us through 310, which was today's high, and maybe then head up to revisit that recent high from a couple sessions ago. It's an interesting setup, so we're definitely going to watch EVOK. GNVC got a big volume pop today, and I'm pretty sure this has got like a tiny float, so I like this for a possible red to green tomorrow, some kind of follow-through day. I'm showing on FinViz 1.7 million in the float. So I think this might have a follow-through day tomorrow. We'll see. Again, only with a proper intraday setup. PRAN got a nice pop today. Closing well off its highs, but again, maybe a red to green in that one tomorrow. CERC, kind of the same thing. Big pop today on big volume, maybe a red to green tomorrow. ETRM. This thing was a good trader today. I made a lot of money in this one today, and I think it's worth watching tomorrow. It closed at 397, but when you go to the intraday, you see I had a really strong rally into the close, and then in after hours went all the way up, geez, almost to 480. All the way up to here before, I think, closing out at 450. So this is definitely worth watching tomorrow for a red to green or something along those lines. Very low float and a very strong move today. So keep your eyes on that ETRM. And then lastly, I have CYCC back on watch. This one had a nice 2-day pop and really is just in a tight, coiled kind of flag type pattern. I don't really have a trigger for it. Maybe over the half, maybe over 550 tomorrow. Maybe then it can come up and retest these highs. But that's it. That's what I have for the watch list. We'll build a list of potential gap plays in the morning as well. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to leave it at that. We'll find some gap plays in the morning to play too, but this is a decent list to start with. It's not a huge list, but the SPY, fairly narrow range today. And once the morning is over, and I say this any time of year really, but things are really dying down in the afternoon. So I tweeted this today. If you are giving back morning gains by trading the afternoons, it's going to sound incredibly obvious, but quit trading the afternoons, right? If you can get your morning goal, get your daily goal, I should say, in the morning, go ahead and wrap it up for the day. All right, anyway, that's it. There's one more thing I want to mention. We're doing our next free webinar is scheduled for Thursday, January 19th. And it is about the symbol WTF. We all know what WTF stands for, and it's not really a stock symbol, but why the letters WTF are the most dangerous symbol for a day trader. That's going to be one that is going to be fun. Looking forward to it. That one is actually one I may break out the Crown Royal again. And there'll be free scotch for everybody that shows up if I can figure out how to hand out scotch. But it'll definitely be worth showing up to. And everyone who attends that night gets thrown into a drawing, and we're going to pick a winner at the end of the night for a free month in our chat room, all right? So definitely show up that night if you can. And the link to register for the webinar will be on my Twitter feed, or if you subscribe to my emails, it'll definitely be in tonight's email too. So check that out, and if not, shoot me an email, and I'll send you the link to register. All right, I'm done babbling. Have a great night.